Welcome back, everybody. My name is Dave, and this is the Fowl Scoundrel Reviews. I think we're going to call this episode Once Upon a Target. Yeah, it's one of those episodes where, hey, totally had a good day, went looking for a Black Series action figure at Target, and I found it. Yeah, don't tell anybody. The planets lined up. The sun was on its axis just right. The stars were twinkling on the other side of the galaxy in a perfect light. Butterfly flapped its wings 500 times a candlestick part. Chaos theory. Whatever it was that worked out, it worked out. So we're going to call this Once Upon a Target. Alright, everybody. And the first action figure I picked up on my Once Upon a Target experience is Paz Visla Carbonized. Yeah, I know a lot of people are not happy with the Carbonized line, but I totally love it. I didn't get a chance to pick up this figure when it first came out. I wish I did, but I was really happy with it now, especially at the price that I got it. I got both my Carbonized figures today for $5 a piece. Unbeatable. Alright, let's take a look at this figure. Let's check the back of the box. Alright, a really good depiction of Paz Visla on the back. The art is spot on. Excellent. Black Series does not disappoint. The description reads, a brawny warrior encased in the strongest Beskar armor. Paz Visla is a part of a secret enclave of his people. Yep, you'll see that in the series, especially in scenes when he's with the armor. You can tell that they have their traditions, and there are things that are sacred to them. They don't remove their helmets, but very good acting on everybody's part, because you can really get a sense of how important it is for them to maintain all of that, even without any kind of expression. So, fantastic. Anyway, let's look at the artwork on the side of the box. Excellent artwork. Now, with it being carbonized, the action figures are a little chromy, but the artwork is very, very good. I love the Black Series artwork. I know with the plastic-free packaging coming out, the artwork is spot on. I'm still a little on the fence about that, but I'll save that for another video. But getting onto this figure, fantastic artwork. Let's take a look at Paz Visla himself. Would you look at that? Now, Paz Visla is a really big character in The Mandalorian, as in size, but the figure's enormous. Excellent job on the detail here. The detail from the series is spot on. From every ding and nick and dent to the weathering on the weaponry and on the what would be soft goods, the leather and all that on the character. Now, this is all molded plastic, but it looks fantastic. The paint job they did was spot on. Absolutely love what they've done with it. Now, the carbonized, you know what? I actually prefer this character in its carbonized form as opposed to its original release. Original release is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I'd probably pick it up if I saw it, but as is, it gives it that little something extra. But Paz Visla, as in general, like from the series and the action figure, excellent. This is an excellent addition to anybody's collection, whether you have just started collecting or you've been collecting for a while, especially at $5. Alright, the second figure I picked up on my Target tour was the Scout Trooper Carbonized. Man, you know what? I had a Scout Trooper when I was a kid from Return of the Jedi. I wonder if I still have it. Probably not. But I'm telling you, they look nothing like the Black Series that we have today. They totally knock it out of the park. I mean, just look at the artwork on the side of the box. Now, I've said it many, many times, but the Black Series never disappoints with the care that they take with their artwork and how awesome it really is. I like the murals that you get when you get all of the action figures in a line. It's fantastic. But as per Chrome series, the artwork is chromed out, so it is a little dark, but definitely worth it. All right, let's check the description on the back of the box. right, there's another depiction of the Scout Trooper there. Very menacing, very Imperial, very cool. The description reads, Scout Troopers were trained for more independence and adaptability than most Imperial troops. The Empire used Scout Troopers for a range of missions including reconnaissance and infiltration. Alright, well, don't get me wrong, that is absolutely fantastic, but when are we going to see that in the series or in the movies? Come on, Disney. We can put them in there as reconnaissance, and we can put them in there for espionage and sabotage. Man, that would be fantastic. We haven't seen much of them in the series other than riding on speeder bikes, but, you know, that's cool too, on patrol. What a way to overpower a sector by having a really highly trained troop doing grunt work. Alright, let's take a look at the figure himself. Would you look at that? That Scout Trooper is detailed out. If you're going to detail a black and white character, that's what it should look like. It is scuffed up. It is roughed up. The carbonization really stands out on this character. It really stands out in the uniform. It gives that a little something extra. You can see every ding and every scuff on this character. Now, you know what? Being a scout, you would think they would carry rifles, but you always see them with that scout pistol. Now, I wonder, are we going to have a release with a scout rifle? That would be fantastic. I mean, you always see that in the video games, like Star Wars Battlefront 2. You pick a scout and they have a rifle. Or they infiltrate, just like the back of the box says, but you never see that stuff in the movies. Man, that'd be fantastic. But I digress. This trooper looks fantastic. The detailing in the sidearm, the detailing in the armor, all the way down to how dirty it is. It is picture perfect to what we see in The Mandalorian. Now, I really like the care they've been taking in these action figures, getting them movie perfect, I dare say. Because I'm telling you, it's kind of disappointing when you pull, let's say you pull like a stormtrooper out of a box, and you look at him like, this is pretty cool, but he didn't roll off an assembly line out of the Death Star like this. He was in a few battles. He needs a few scuffs. But the Black Series never disappoints in that area. But yeah, this is 2 of 2 carbonized figures that I got from my Target run today. And yeah, I got this one for $5. It's totally worth it. Definitely belongs in my collection, belongs in anybody's collection, really. I mean, it is a fantastic character. Okay, folks, this is the third action figure I picked up on my Target run. Galen Urso. Right, man, I was totally surprised to see Mads Mikkelsen play Galen Urso. I went to go see this movie, Rogue One, with my wife, and I remember telling her, I'm like, you know what, I wonder how he's going to be in the Star Wars universe. Mads Mikkelsen always plays kind of a darker, seedier character. From what I knew at the time about Galen Urso is that he was a bit of a hero of sorts. But he was an excellent fit for this character because this character did start out in the Empire and then, and then he just kind of turned and said, you know what, we need to start using this for more people-friendly advances instead of people eliminating advances, which is exactly what ended up happening. This is a fellow that helped develop the main weapon on the Death Star using kyber crystals. Alright, let's check out the artwork on the side of this box. Would you? I mean, it is perfect. Perfect depiction of Mads Mikkelsen in his uniform from Rogue One. Excellent, excellent detail. I'm telling you, the Black Series never disappoints, man. Excellent. Let's take a look at the description on the back of the box. The description reads, Galen Urso was coerced into using kyber crystals to enhance energy yields. Work then weaponized to create the Death Star's super laser. Yeah, so the irony here is this is the weapon, the planet killer, the end-all be-all weapon the Empire devised using the very crystals that powered the Jedi's weapons. So I find it a little ironic, but I digress. Excellent, excellent artwork on the back of the box. Good depiction of Mads Mikkelsen. Let's take a look at the character himself, the action figure. Again, another home run. Look at that face sculpt. They got Mads Mikkelsen perfect in the face. They have his likeness perfect. Uniform, movie, perfect. Now, the Imperial uniform itself has been historically plain, but there are details there that need to be maintained. You still have his rank and his clearance pins in the right place. And obviously, this is a scientific uniform, so a scientist wear plainer outfits, especially on the job. But movie perfect. He does come with one accessory. I'm a little disappointed with that. One accessory being the digital pad that he carries in the movie. But I would have liked to seen him carry something else. I don't know, maybe like a small hologram of the Death Star. You know what? It would have been really cool to have him with that toy Stormtrooper doll that you saw at the beginning of the movie. Right outside of his house when Director Krennic took the troops in. They were going to get him. And they found that Stormtrooper doll just on the outside of his farm. Now, I think that would have been really cool. Maybe a really nice nod towards that part of the movie. But, you know, all in all, it's an excellent action figure. For the price, not too bad. Did get him on sale. Again, I didn't pay full Black Series price for him. Got him for about $20. But in all, excellent figure. Great addition to my collection. Excellent likeness to Mads Mikkelsen. I mean, just excellent. Black Series has yet to disappoint. Well, disappoint me anyway. What do you all think? Did they do a good job with characters like Mads Mikkelsen? Now, there's been other characters in the Black Series, like the Client and whatnot. They just kind of show up. And they didn't have a huge part, like speaking roles or whatnot. But, you know, they make an action figure out of it. What do you all think? Is it worth the Black Series price? I don't know. But I think in this case, it is. Excellent action figure. And last but not least, this is the action figure I went to go pick up at Target when I had my total Target experience. And I found him. I know, right? Total shocker. Antoch Merrick. Now, where I live, there are no Targets. There are no shopping centers that carry Black Series close to us except Walmart, and they carry them once in a while. They rarely restock. So getting an opportunity to go to Target was a big deal, and finding all these action figures totally made my day. But yeah, let's check out this figure. Excellent depiction. As always, Black Series, their artwork, second to none. Excellent depiction of Antoch Merrick on the side of the box. I was very surprised to see how well they blended the old footage from Star Wars A New Hope with all the pilots flying in their X-Wing assault on Scarif, with Gold Squadron with their Y-Wings coming in, and Red Squadron. And it was really cool to see Blue Squadron. See, I didn't know how they were going to fit there because I didn't see him in, of course, Episode 4, A New Hope, when they were assaulting the Death Star. But, you know, at that time, I didn't get towards the end of the movie and find out what happened. But again, I was very pleased to see this action figure and the care they took to get it right. But the artwork so far, fantastic job. Let's check the back of the box. Alright, another good picture of Antoch Merrick. It's a lot like the one on the side of the box. Black and white. Excellent job. Great detail. The description reads, Antoch Merrick commands Yavin 4's starfighters before the Battle of the Death Star, flying as Blue Leader. Yeah, again, I like the care they took when blending the old footage with the new footage. I even like how they fashioned all the characters after the style of the '70s, where they gave them long sideburns and mustaches and the comb overdos. Uh, Good job in making sure that the continuity was there and the care was taken for the fans. I'm telling you, I absolutely love this movie, and this action figure is really turning out to be excellent. All right, let's check out Antoch Merrick. And would you look at that? I am so pleased with this action figure. I personally have always been a fan of the X-Wing fighter pilots and all of the X-Wing fighter pilot Black Series action figures, from Wedge Antilles to Luke Skywalker. I even liked Poe Dameron. It was really, really cool to see the Blue Leader wear a blue flight suit and all of the little details from the movie in this action figure. It's like they just took the image from the movie and just molded it into an action figure. All the detailing on the helmet, the scuffs, the paint, the little detailing on the uniform, the dings, it's worn. You can tell he's been through a few battles. I know there's a few areas, especially in the legs, where they could have done the silver accents a little better. I know the belt has a couple of areas. I mean, these are small things. It's not a big deal, but all in all, man, I am so happy to have this figure. In the figures that I have, it's in my top 5 of my favorites. A removable helmet and blaster. It is a DL-44 holdout blaster. There's weapon storage on the character. Like Han Solo's blaster, I think it's the same mold, but you know what? Hasbro, shut up, take my money. I'll buy it 8 days a week. So I absolutely love this action figure. The head sculpt is spot on to the actor in the movie, and the care they took, again, to getting this right for the fans is just out of this world. They hit it out of the park, and I'm so pleased to have it in my collection. Those are the 4 figures I picked up today. I grabbed 2 carbonized action figures, $5 a piece. I found Target exclusive action figures there on sale. I think I grabbed Antoch Merrick and Galen Urso were both $20 a pop. So really good day. Most affordable day in action figure hunting I've ever had. So that was a plus. Also saw that they had some of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series action figures out. They had Tika, Jawa, and I don't know what everybody else thinks about that, but when I saw it, I was like, man, that is kind of cool, but I don't know how I feel about paying $30 for a Jawa that just came out. Now, I know the Black Series prices went up, but $30 is not really even a deluxe figure. So as a collector, I don't know if I want to say this out loud, but as a collector, I like to look for sales. The Tika action figure, a lot like the Ewok action figures that came out for the Return of the Jedi releases. I don't feel right paying full price for that if it's not a full figure. I'm sure some of you agree with me on that one. But they did have a 5th brother there, and they also had a lot of lonely Landos on the peg and some Grief Kargas. I'm not exactly sure what's up with that, but I've noticed that everywhere. You go everywhere, you find Janna, Lando Calrissian, and Grief Karga. There's the biggest peg warmers this season. I don't know if they're just overproduced or if nobody wants them. Now, I do have those action figures. Of course, I'm going to have them in my collection, but I see them everywhere. And oddly enough, I picked up the Galen Urso and the Antoch Merrick action figures cheaper than what the Landos are going for. They haven't gone on sale at all in our... Now, I don't know about where everybody else is, but in our area, Lando, Grief Karga have not gone on sale at all. So you're still paying full price for both of those action figures, and don't even think about going to FYE for a sale like that. You're still going to pay the full Black Series price for them there as well. Well, yeah, getting back to our action figure haul. That's not the only action figure I picked up today, but just from Target, I did pick up, I think, a Flame Trooper, part of the gaming series, from GameStop, where I was at. And they had all of their action figures on sale as well. So that was a cool $18 there too. So all in all, a really good day. So what are some of your guys' stories? Does anybody have a story about an absolute epic haul that they've had that they weren't expecting? Did you find an action figure you were looking for that you were not expecting to find? Tell me in the comments below. Leave us a like and subscribe if you like the content that you see and if you want to see more. And we also have our merch store that is open. Please see the description of the video for the link. And we hope to see everybody in our next video. And remember, if it's from a galaxy far, far away, you're not far from a good time.